What, you gonna cry?
No.
No, go ahead, cry. Let me see you. Let me see you cry.
I want some rest! Are we having fun yet?
If you didn't cry last night, you're missing a heart. You need to check with a doctor on that, because dude, I cried my eyes out last night. I was not expecting to be this emotional. Like I knew it was coming. I even made a song and I already posted it, like last video, go check that out. But I made a song for Popovich knowing that this moment was coming, but still, it hit me like a train, man. I was not expecting to get this emotional. I haven't felt this emotional ever since Manu Ginobili retired, to be honest with you. But overall, man, this was a really great night. And I think there's a few reasons why this was a great night. I'm going to give you my reasons why. And a big one is it actually shows Popovich's greatness in this game alone. But after I do that, I'm going to go through a few things, okay? One thing in particular Pop said after DeJounte Murray praised him and said, hey, man, you're the GOAT. He didn't say that, but yeah. And also, I just want to talk about, everyone that had something to say about this, or at least the people that I saw had something to say about it. So overall, let me just say why Popovich is the greatest of all time, okay? In this game alone, I think what made this game so emotional is, I don't know if you guys knew this, but I might be off like a few games, okay? Like a few. I don't think I am, but I might be off a few games. But I believe the San Antonio Spurs were 0-33 when trailing into the fourth quarter this season. Yeah, but in this game, they were trailing into the fourth quarter and they won the game. So this is they were 1 in like 33 on this night in which they did it. Now, this is why I think this was a special night, and this is why I personally got so emotional. Popovich, he has this thing where he takes all the attention off of himself. At least he tries to. He's a very humble guy. So when people start saying they don't like Pop is this, Pop is that, I don't like Pop's politics, I was like, shut up. I don't like you. Because Popovich, he just seems like a genuine dude, man. Like, we don't know him personally, but he just seems like a very genuine, nice guy for the most part, right? And I want to say this about him. In this game in particular, the team was making a lot of crucial mistakes in the fourth quarter. But Pop, he knew that they wanted this really bad for him. He understood that they're a young team, and he didn't get onto them how he might have got onto them in any other game. And the reason being is because in his mind, he probably is saying, look, Don Nelson is the GOAT in his eyes, right? And he's like, look, man, it doesn't matter if I get this record or not. I think he does want it. But at the same time, I think Pop is humble enough where he's like, look, stop putting the focus on me and you just go out there and play. Because one thing that I saw was his demeanor was completely different than what it normally is in the fourth quarter. He was smiling. He was joking around with his players. During timeouts, you could tell that he was just happy to be there with them. And they really needed that because they were making so many dumb mistakes in the fourth quarter to the point where I was like, dude, what are you guys doing? And you could tell they were just so nervous. They were just not accustomed to finishing games. But Pop, nonetheless, he stood in there, he stood strong, and the team ended up pulling it off. One thing in particular that I saw was Lonnie Walker. He kind of saved this game. Now, obviously, DeJounte Murray did too, because DeJounte Murray was super clutch. But Lonnie Walker, he kind of got us back in it. And Pop did get onto Keldon at one point. He did some. Keldon played some pretty bad defense on that play. But not other than that, Pop was really cool, really chill, and he was just happy to be there. And I think that that's partially why, or actually a big part of what makes him the greatest of all time. He doesn't have a crazy ego. He knows basketball. He's very confident, but his ego isn't to the point of a lot of other greats in sports in general. So overall, great. Okay, great. And I just want to make this comparison really quick before we move on. When I say ego, yes, I am talking about Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick's one of the greatest coaches of all time, but he has a stupid ego that gets in the way of everything. And I don't think Pop's ego is out the roof, okay, than other greats. So I just want to say that. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this. So this made me so emotional. So let's listen to what DeJounte Murray had to say to Popovich, and one thing in particular that Pop said that I found hilarious. So let's go ahead and get into it.
When we go home, we got to celebrate most wins by a coach in NBA history. Coach Pop, you deserve it. And we all love you, and we're glad we're here to be able to enjoy this moment with you.
Thank you, man.
We do love you, Pop. Look at this. Ah, so beautiful. Now listen to Pop. Now listen to what Pop has to say, okay? Just give it a minute.
We're having a shoot around tomorrow. We're running Pop on three. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, so that was awesome, right? Like I got very, very emotional watching that. But what I really want to talk about was what Pop said. So if you heard him, he said, tomorrow shoot around, we're running suicides. Okay, you would think that that's a joke, okay? I want to really believe that that's a joke. Maybe it's just this running gag with Pop. But if you guys recall, in 2007, he said something very similar after winning the championship.
Things to say. One, I'm so proud of you guys for playing for 48 minutes every game throughout the entire playoff. I mean, you earned this. You deserve it. Really happy for you. But there's a couple things I got to say. Number one, we're going to practice some next week because.
See, he did it there too. So I don't know. I don't know if this is running gag with Pop. I think he means it. I think he genuinely means, yeah, we got practice next week. So like, yeah, don't get too excited. Like we gotta prepare to win another championship. Like I really do believe that, but yeah, nonetheless. But I just wanted to point that out because I just found it pretty cute. All right, to say the least. Also, just this moment, man. It's just very amazing. This moment was just so great. Just to see Pop, and you can even see his demeanor, man. He's not trying to put it on himself. This entire time, he's just being cool, being cordial. It's not about him. And even as he tries to just, hug it out and walk away, he's like, all right, okay, that's enough. All right, time to go. All right, you just go to the locker room. Oh, here we go. Here's some more people. It's like everybody wants to congratulate him, but Pop just wanted to treat it like another game. And this is genuine, okay? This isn't something that's out of the ordinary for Pop. He's not putting on any type of show. He genuinely wants the camera off of him. Like, he genuinely wants the camera off of him. That's what he wants. Look at that. I love that so much. But he genuinely does want the camera off of him. You recall in the 2014 championship, Pop sat on the bench, I believe almost the entire time, right? Like while they were celebrating, he sat on the bench. He sat on the bench the entire time. So Pop is just, I don't know, man. Once in a lifetime, okay? This is a once in a lifetime coach that we're going to be able to witness. And all those people that say that he needs to retire, he needs to go, he gotta get out of here and all. It's like, bro, let him coach as long as he want to coach. And honestly, as many memories as Pop made with the San Antonio Spurs, it made for me growing up. I have to say, bro, like for every year, and this might be kind of silly, okay, on my part. It might be kind of silly, but I am going to say this. It's the honest truth, okay? I said the same thing about Tony. I said the same thing about Manu, and I said the same thing about Tim Duncan. As many seasons that Pop has had, that has been greatness, okay? We're talking decades of greatness. We're talking since the 90s, all right? Every single season that he's brought memories to my life, I am okay with him having a bad season for every great season. So if he want to stay 20 more seasons, I'm okay with it. If we're trash for 20 more seasons, I'm gonna be okay with it because I love Pop that much. I just want him to leave when he's ready to leave. Now, let's top this all off on the most Popovich type quote I've ever seen in my entire life. So this is Pop on Breaking the Record. Big shout out to Tom Petrini. We had him on the channel. He's a nice guy. All right. He says, it's just a testament to a whole lot of people. Something like this does not belong to one individual. Basketball is a team sport. And you know what? He need to take more credit, but honestly, he is right though. Yeah, it's an incredible organization. they've given Pop so much talent over the years for him to work with. It's a very good family type atmosphere that they have there in San Antonio. Pop helped create that culture. The culture wouldn't be there without Pop, I think. But overall, yes, there's a plethora of people that have helped get to this point. So it's not just Pop. I mean, even to the people that are in charge of the wardrobe. I don't know if you guys know anything about that. Like when it comes to the people that are in charge of what shoes go to which places and what color scheme you have to wear. It's a lot even in that department of NBA basketball. Like it's insane. So everybody has kind of a part in the wins, obviously. But Pop, you give yourself a little bit more credit, my boy. Give yourself a little bit more credit. Also, if you guys want to support the channel, I always say this, you know, become a YouTube member, Patreon member, all that. Like I always say that. But I want to point something out in particular. I made a video, and I worked pretty hard on it. It is a song, and it's called The New Dawn. And yeah, so if you guys want to go watch that, please do. It's on the channel. But it's just labeled Popovich is the greatest of all time. So I worked really hard on it. So if you guys want to support that and help me there, that would mean the world to me. But yeah, I'll get with you guys later, man. Until next time, Pop, you the GOAT, and deuces.